Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0851, refers to a low voltage issue in the neutral position sensor A circuit of the Honda Accord from 2017 to 2023. This sensor plays a pivotal role in determining the neutral position of the transmission, providing critical data to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM. The PCM uses this data to manage engine functions efficiently, thereby affecting vehicle performance and safety. Located within the transmission assembly, this sensor sends voltage signals to the PCM. A malfunction here can trigger unintended behaviors during driving, such as transmission shifting issues. Therefore, accurately diagnosing P0851 is crucial for ensuring that your vehicle operates smoothly and reliably. DTC P0851 signifies a low voltage signal from the neutral position sensor A, which is essential for the proper operation of the vehicle's transmission system. The neutral position sensor A is located in the transmission assembly and is responsible for detecting if the transmission is in neutral. This information is transmitted to the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, which adjusts engine functions accordingly. If the sensor fails, it can lead to erratic transmission behavior, including difficulty in shifting gears or the inability to engage in drive mode. The sensor is usually connected via a 4P connector to the wiring harness, which is crucial for its operation. Proper functioning of this sensor is paramount for maintaining safe vehicle operation, particularly during changing and reversing gears. Several factors can lead to the occurrence of DTC P0851. Firstly, a faulty neutral position sensor can generate incorrect voltage signals, leading the PCM to think the transmission is in an unsafe position. Secondly, wiring issues such as fraying, corrosion, or breaks in the VCC1 line or NSS1 wire can disrupt the signal flow from the sensor to the PCM. Lastly, poor connections due to loose or corroded terminals can create erratic electrical signals, further complicating the normalization of the neutral position detection. Addressing these causes effectively will require a close examination of the sensor itself, the wiring, and the connections that form part of the circuit. Identifying and rectifying these issues is key to resolving the DTC P0851 error. When DTC P0851 is active, several symptoms may manifest in the vehicle's performance. The most noticeable symptom is likely to be irregular transmission shifting, which can range from hesitation during shifts to complete inability to engage drive or reverse modes. Additionally, the driver might notice error lights illuminating on the dashboard, signaling potential safety hazards or operational problems. Intermittent engine performance issues may also occur, affecting acceleration and overall drivability. These symptoms underscore the importance of timely diagnosis, since they can lead to unsafe driving conditions if left unaddressed. By recognizing these issues early, you can prevent further complications and ensure a safer driving experience. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0851 involves verification of the problem. Start by turning the vehicle to the on position without starting the engine. Next, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTC, which resets any stored errors. After clearing, check for any pending or confirmed DTCs again using the HDS. If DTC P0851 reappears, it indicates a confirmed issue that requires further investigation. However, if it does not show, it may suggest an intermittent failure, possibly related to wiring or connections. In such cases, carefully examine the neutral position sensor and its wiring for any signs of damage or corrosion that could affect the signal. For the second step of the troubleshooting process, recheck the status of the pending or confirmed DTCs with the HDS. Specifically, note if DTC P0851 coexists with DTC P1707, which also pertains to the neutral position sensor circuit. If both codes are present simultaneously, it suggests a broader issue within the neutral position sensor circuit that necessitates further investigation. If only P0851 is indicated, proceed to determine the specific failure area. This confirms the need for a focused approach to the circuit where the problem originates, thus streamlining the diagnostic process. During the third troubleshooting step, begin by turning the vehicle to the off lock position for safety. Then, disconnect the neutral position sensor's 4P connector, isolating it from the circuit to prevent any cross signals. Next, turn the vehicle back to the on position and prepare to measure the voltage between specified test points on the connector. You will measure between terminal number 1 of the sensor's 4P connector and a reliable body ground. Ideally, you should read about 5.0 volts. If this voltage is present, it indicates that the signal circuit is functional, and the sensor should be replaced as an issue there is confirmed. Conversely, if the voltage is not present, further diagnostic steps will be required to assess the associated wiring. In this step, focus on checking the VCC1 line for continuity. Start by turning the vehicle to the off position for safety and jump the SCS line within the HDS. This action temporarily disables the airbag system, allowing you to perform further tests without risk. After waiting for more than 1 minute, disconnect the PCM's E connector, which consists of 80 pins. With both connections isolated, check for continuity between terminal number 5, one of the neutral position sensor's 4P connector, and terminal number 70 of the PCM's E connector. If continuity is confirmed, then the VCC1 line is functional, signifying that there are no issues in that segment. If continuity fails, you will need to locate and repair any open in the VCC1 wire between the PCM and the neutral position sensor. During this step, reconnect the neutral position sensor's 4P connector and proceed to create a direct connection between terminal A and terminal B of the sensor using a jumper wire. This temporary setup bypasses the sensor's function, allowing you to check whether the system responds appropriately when simulating a neutral position. Turn the vehicle to the on position and utilize the HDS to check the readout values, particularly focusing on the neutral position sensor 1 value. If a reading of approximately 5 volts is displayed, it confirms that the sensor is faulty and needs replacement. On the other hand, if the voltage reading is not as expected, further investigations into wiring and connections are warranted to identify issues. For step 6 of the troubleshooting process, you will again start with the vehicle in the off lock position and jump the SCS line using the HDS. After this, disconnect the PCM's E connector again, preparing for another continuity test, but this time focusing on the NSS1 wire. This involves checking continuity between terminal number 3 of the neutral position sensor's 4P connector and terminal number 67 on the PCM's E connector. Establishing continuity here ensures that there are no breaks or faults along the NSS1 wire leading back to the PCM. If continuity is confirmed, it suggests that the NSS1 line is intact and functioning normally. If continuity is not present, it indicates a fault in the NSS1 wiring, which will need to be repaired. In the final troubleshooting step, focus on checking for shorts within the NSS1 wire circuit. Using the same disconnected setup, check the continuity between terminal number 3 of the neutral position sensor's 4P connector and a reliable body ground. If the test indicates continuity, it suggests that the NSS1 wire has a short that requires immediate repair. This discontinuity could lead to transmission performance issues and potential safety concerns. If no continuity is present, the NSS1 wire is functioning correctly, allowing you to consider other possibilities, such as a replacement of the PCM or consulting reliability information concerning ongoing symptoms. Each of these steps is critical to ensure that the vehicle's transmission system operates as intended. After completing all necessary repairs related to DTC P0851, it is imperative to perform a final verification. Start by rechecking for any DTC codes using the HDS to ensure that P0851 or any related codes do not reappear. Following this, confirm that the neutral position functionality operates as expected by monitoring the transmission behavior in all operational modes. It's advisable to conduct a test drive to ensure that shifting between gears is seamless and that no error messages display on the dashboard. Completing this verification confirms that all issues associated with the neutral position sensor circuit have been effectively addressed and resolved, thus restoring vehicle reliability and safety. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P0851, implementing a proactive maintenance plan is essential. Regular inspections of the neutral position sensor should be conducted to identify any early signs of wear or malfunction. Additionally, periodically check the wiring harness for damage, corrosion, or loose connections that may lead to issues down the line. It is wise to replace any components showing signs of wear, as these could contribute to sensor failure or connectivity problems. By maintaining these preventive measures, vehicle owners can help ensure that the neutral position sensor operates optimally, ultimately prolonging the sensor's lifespan and ensuring safe driving conditions. In conclusion, DTC P0851 is a significant diagnostic code indicating a low voltage issue in the neutral position sensor A circuit. This can lead to serious problems, such as erratic transmission behavior and other performance issues. A structured troubleshooting approach is essential, where each step methodically checks the sensor and its connections. Not only is it important to repair any faults discovered during this diagnostic journey, but implementing a robust preventive maintenance plan helps mitigate future risks. By staying proactive, vehicle owners can enhance the longevity of their Honda Accord's transmission system and maintain safe, reliable operation. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!